Hey, look, it's me again!
Alright, let's get into this, fam.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name is Cherryboy, and welcome to
Commander Babes, the brand new game from the good old folks at Cherryboy's Game, fam. Let's get into it. Yes! Start. I'm so excited. Ready.
Man, why am I even doing this crap?
No need to be grumpy. Think of it this way, we're just two childhood friends shouldering each other's burdens.
We're in the dean's office after classes.
The furniture in here looks expensive. Genuine leather couches, chic bookshelves, and a modern desk that matches the coffee table. Ooh.
Expensive-looking books line the bookshelves behind a layer of glass.
There's a trophy case in the corner where a number of the college's awards and medals are on display. It also contains a few accolades won by the dean himself.
Ooh, my buddy Yui and I are currently find ourselves cleaning this room, which has a real stuffy atmosphere, might I add, even though it isn't our job to do so. Yeah, right, shouldering each other's burdens my ass. You just wrote me into your little scheme without my consent.
Next time we go out to eat, it'll be my treat.
Sorry.
Next time we go out to eat, it'll be my treat. I'll let you get the fancy udon too. None of that cheap stuff. I'll even let you get all the spices and toppings you want.
Yui, as you may have noticed, has a rather boyish attitude. She's not a bad person, and she's generally well-liked, but occasionally her more questionable actions can earn her the ire of her professors. The only reason I'm here at all is because I got pulled into one of her pranks against my will, and ended up getting punished alongside her. Oh, the humanity! Still, I consider us to be inseparable friends, for better or worse. We don't ever flirt either, so there's not really any sexual tension between us. Not that I have any interest in her, anyways.
What? Nani? But is she interested in us? Ooh.
All I can do in response to her shameless bribe. All I can do in response to her shameless bribe is sigh. Sigh. He looks at me, smiles, and continues dusting off a piece of furniture without really caring if she's doing it properly or not. Dust. I sigh once more, this time not a response to her, and look over the room again. Sigh.
How to put this? The dean seems to have some real expensive hobbies. I guess that's only natural when you're as loaded as he is.
Yui noticed me surveying the room and practically recited my thoughts for me. I mean, from the very moment we walked in, I noticed loads of flashy china and vases scattered around the room. Those fancy ornaments take up a lot more space than the trophies and awards do. I'd say about half the room has one form of ostentatious decor or another. They're deliberately arranged to catch the attention of whoever enters the room. Well, maybe overwhelm would be a better term. Not sure if it's the best idea to decorate a college room with so much stuff, even if they're hobbies of his. Besides, they're collecting a ton of dust. Yeah, so much dust!
Why do you think they sent us to clean in here? Man, they sent us in here just like that. Just like that. If we get careless for a moment and break something...
She grumbles as she dusts off two of the vases near the door. However, despite her light touch, one of the vases starts to sway and falls over, causing a domino effect that sends the rest of the vases crashing to the floor! Oh no!
Huh?
Crash! The vase shatters into pieces along with a cracking sound that echoes throughout the room. Another vase falls just a moment later.
Oh.
Yui and I let out a small shriek at the same time. We've been together for a long time now, so we tend to react in the same way in moments like these. The fragmented remains of the two vases are all mixed up on the floor. I'm pretty sure there's no way we'll be able to figure out a way to... put them back together, honestly.
Man, I screwed up.
She's growing more nervous by the second. Understandable, really. She just broke what I'd imagine is a very expensive vase, the ramifications of which will be far worse than those of a simple prank. The vases looked a lot sturdier than they turned out to be. Yui appears anxious as we stare at the floor.
Hey, what should I do, June? We're in deep shit here! We were just supposed to clean this place up, ended up breaking some mega expensive vase! What should I do?
Normally Yui wriggles her way out of her pranks with a straight apology, but something tells me that's not going to get her off the hook this time. I guess that it'd be good for her to get a real punishment, but considering I was present at the crime scene, I can't really avoid getting involved in it by feigning ignorance. Well, if we could just apologize and say that it was an accident, I don't think trying to hide would do us any good.
But...
A trail of smoke rises up from one of the fragments as I fruitlessly try to devise a way out of this.
What the? Smoke? Why? Don't tell me we started a fire! How even?
Calm down, Yui! How could a vase start a fire? Sure, that's what I'm saying, but the truth is that I have no idea what's going on here either. Okay, the vases fell and broke, that's normal, but I don't really understand how a trail of smoke fits into the equation. Seems Yui being anxious is more justified than I thought.
Wait a minute. June, I leave this to you. Good luck!
Huh? Oh, hold up, Yui! Yui darts out of the room at full speed.
I'd like to do the same, but unfortunately the table and couches are between me and the door. Darn you, couches and table! The smoke is starting to cloud the room, so I decide to leave as well. What should I do? I can't just leave it like this. Yet more smoke fills the room as I ponder my next move. I freeze in place. Shit! At this rate, the fire alarm is gonna go off! It's gonna go off! I find myself in a downward spiral to despair, but then I notice that the smoke isn't billowing up to the ceiling. It's actually accumulating in a single spot. Maybe I should just flee the scene while I still can. Despite considering running away, I can't bring myself to move. The smoke coalesces into a single vertical shape. Huh? It then changes forms once again, as if it has a will of its own. The bottom part of the vertical lump divides in two, while the upper part molds itself unevenly. Unevenly. It looks almost human. Suddenly, the smoke loses its transparency and materializes into something. That something appears to be a beautiful woman, her eyes cold and narrow, her countenance fair and of an otherworldly transience. She doesn't exactly give me a friendly impression. Transience, yeah. Her limbs are slender, her ample breasts are clearly visible, which contrast with her otherwise noble and svelte appearance. Oh yes, CG, yes, kind of, sort of, wait, CG the waifu, what's her name? Her eyes dart around the room restlessly, then to her hands, then her legs, then her body, and last but not least, they fall unto me. Ah, yeah. Kenshin, what is this? Her face is beautiful. No, she is beautiful in general. A moment later, another girl appears behind her from nothingness. The second girl is by no means lesser than the first in terms of beauty. Oh, her intimidating posture, as well as her graceful body, give me the impression that her intimidating posture, as well as her graceful body, give me the impression that she has a rather unabashed personality. What just happened? Neither of them seem to have any idea what's going on, and are looking around the room restlessly. Hell, I don't have the slightest clue what just happened, and I watched it all from start to finish. The girls look all around the room and down at themselves. They scan the walls, the portrait of the chairman, and me. And lastly, they look at each other. But the moment they do, their expressions turn sour. Shingen! Kenshin! Their eyes narrow as they glimpse each other's faces. Then they take a step back and adopt a fighting stance as they unsheathe their swords. Kenshin! Meeting me here has sealed your fate! Kenshin, meeting me here has sealed your fate! I shall settle everything here and now! I dare you to try! They close the distance between each other with flowing movements. Their blades cross, and each struggles to overpower the other! Oh, they're fighting! CG! It doesn't last long though, as soon both of them withdraw, creating some distance between the two of them in this tiny room. What's going on? Oh, CG! I do not know what came to pass here, but I do know is that I'll have your head! That'll have your head! CG! Yeah! Ever losing your temper, aren't we? Were you taught to remain calm in the midst of battle? The two gorgeous ladies glare at each other as they trade insults. Apparently, they're not even recognizing my existence. I really have no idea what's going on here. The vase broke, then two girls appeared in front of me, and then they started having a duel out of nowhere. I'm trying to piece this all together. I'm trying to piece this all together in my head, but it just makes no sense. Kenshin, at last I'll satisfy my hatred of you after so many years! You took the words right out of my mouth, Shingen. They're calling each other Kenshin and Shingen, but they can't really be referring to the Sengoku period of general. But they can't really be referring to the Sengoku period generals, right? Sengoku period generals, right? One more time. They're calling each other Kenshin and Shingen, but they can't really be referring. They're calling each other Kenshin and Shingen, but they can't really be referring to the Sengoku period generals, right? Something isn't right here. Takeda Shingen and Usagi Kenshin are women. How? Takeda Shingen and Usagi Kenshin are women. How? Whoa, wait a minute, time out. You can't just fight like that in here, it's dangerous! That isn't? No, okay. I've been staring at them dumbfounded up until now, but I finally managed to snap out of it and step between them. I'm not sure if their blades are real or not, so for all I know, I could end up getting hurt. Yep. And who might you be? I'll tell you now. Should you try to intervene with our duel, I shall have your head first. Please, just hold on a second. This place isn't a dueling ground, and someone might get hurt. Neither of them so much as flinch. It's worth noting that I'm not exactly in shape physically, and I'm pretty sure these two are stronger than they look. I grab each girl's sword arm and attempt to separate them, but I can't move them even a single inch. Oh my god! Too powerful! Don't even think about looking down on me, boy. I can wield a blade as skillfully as I can chopsticks. Are you a woman though? Women shouldn't really carry blades around and whoa! I lose my balance in my struggle to keep the two away from each other. I do my best to regain my balance, but I end up falling over on top of the two girls. I've been wondering how their bodies would feel, considering how strong they both seem to be. But contrary to my expectations, the sensation enveloping my hands is a rather soft one. CG! Although I can't show that. Good enough. My hands are all over both of their chests. Their sound gives me an amazingly pleasant feeling, and I quickly lose myself in them without realizing. I'm in disbelief. They're soft but firm. I never would have imagined such an amazing feeling existed in this world. I never would have imagined such an amazing feeling existed in this world. They feel exceptionally soft despite the layer of clothing between them and my hand. There's a little resistance when I put some pressure into it, but the palms of my hand end up sinking into her skin regardless. Hey you! Unhead me at once! I'm sorry! Her shout makes me realize that I'm literally groping the two girls' breasts. I make an effort to get to my feet. But as I extend my arms to stand up, I feel a fluffy, cloud-like sensation once more and find myself enchanted by its charms. Boy, if you insist on delaying our duel, your punishment shall be swift! Keep my hands to myself starting! Keep my hands to myself starting now! The more calm of the two girls glares at me like a demon. Man, I can already tell that she's that kind of girl. If you piss her off, you better be able to run faster than her. But instead of doing exactly that, I continue to feel up her breast with my hand. I'm sorry. It's just, I've never seen girls as beautiful as you two before, and I just lost control. What? Beautiful? What's this now? It's working. CG. This music is so wacky. You mean to say that we are beautiful women? I see. Their cheeks flush as their anger dissipates. I guess my compliment had an effect. Oh! Enemy protagonist powers, go! These two are rocking in the looks department, yet they blush when I pointed out the obvious. Nani? Leaving that aside, what do you think you're touching? Get your hands off me right this instant! I'm sorry, but I really can't control myself. I try to pull myself away, but my hand just ends up grabbing her chest all on its own, bringing me right back to square one. I have no control over my arms and my limbs. Exerting myself in an attempt to escape just makes me grab her breast with even more force than before. Oh no, it's like magnets! You fool! If you really looked at us as beautiful women, you'd treat us as such and unhead me! Boy, if you grab them so hard, I could. Don't you dare let out such unbecoming moans, Kenshin. Yeah. This is pretty awesome, despite the fact that their breasts are covered, but this little taste makes me want to touch those beautiful bongers in their full glory! Those beautiful bongers in their full glory! I start applying less and less pressure after I hear the pain in their gasps. I'm sorry. Boy, I told you to get your hands off of me! Hey, enough of this! Whoa! Whoa, I'm sorry! The girls decide to move me off by force. She pushes me aside rather easily, and she's much stronger than me. She's much stronger than I am. They both glare at me, but I think they're ashamed rather than angry. I quickly step backwards and take a seat on the floor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Very well. That aside, you said that you think we're beautiful women, didn't you? Huh? Oh, I mean, yes, I did. Sorry about that. No need to apologize so much. Anyway, what's your name, boy? It seems she's regained her composure, but I can sense that she still feels a little embarrassed. My name's Jun Tsukishima. I see. Well, Jun, I shall sheathe my blade out of respect for you. Are you two? And you two are Usuegi. Yeah. And you two are Usuegi Kenshin and Takeda Shingen, right? My question makes their eyes go wide. You know our names? Well, that must be the case, considering you just said them. But how? Well, I read about you two in my history book, but I think anyone that knows even the most basic history is familiar with who you guys are. History? Whatever do you mean? Furthermore, what is this strange room we find ourselves in? Why are we even here? I can't recall a thing. Oh, I know. We're in a time period far in the future, aren't we? Oh, I know. We're in a time period far in the future, aren't we? Yeah, you are. I don't really understand what's going on here myself, but that does seem to be the case. What? The future, you say? Surely you jest! If this is an attempt to deceive me, then I shall teach you a lesson in short order, fiend! Then I shall teach you a lesson in short order, fiend! In short order, fiend! Her voice is intimidating, but it's not hard to tell that she's in distress right now. She's looking around the room in a panic. So this is the future, huh? How wonderful! Talk about defying life expectancy! Shingen crosses her arms and laughs. Oh. Okay, let me do that one more time. So this is the future, huh? How wonderful! Talk about defying life expectancy. Shingen crosses her arms and laughs. I think she's just happy to be here more than anything else. Okay, so if my theory is correct, the two girls in front of me are the real deal.
Commander Babe, straight out of the Sengoku period!
It does make sense considering how they, appeared out of thin air. The attire looks historically accurate too. There is one question that remains unanswered though. A question for the both of you. If you're actually Usuegi Kenshin and Takeda Shingen, why are you both girls?
Shingen crosses her arms and eyes me disapprovingly.
Sorry lady, but I'm pretty sure Sorry lady, but I'm pretty sure Shingen was a dude in the history textbooks. Kenshin is usually depicted wearing a white hood, but more importantly, he's portrayed as a man as well. I'm far from a history buff, but even I know that much. I mean, you two are portrayed as men in our history books. Most of the people around here, and well, just about everyone on the planet would never believe you're the real deal. And just about everyone on the planet would never believe you're the real deal. I keep my tone resolute, trying to maintain control over the situation. I see. I don't have the faintest idea how much time has passed since our deaths, but I never would have imagined that the secret would be maintained so far into the future. I must commend the Koshu spies. Yeah, I must commend the Koshu spies. They did well. I must commend the Koshu spies. They did well. Kenshin gives Shinjin a sidelong glance and smiles. I see my true nature has remained concealed as well. The Nokizawa clan deserved every bit of the reward.
Kenshin's chest swells with pride.
I've only known these girls for a few minutes, but I can already tell these two are like oil and water. Sorry man, but that's all the time we got for this one, everybody. I tried reading ahead a little bit more, but my tongue started to trip over itself really badly. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here for now. But anyway, what do you guys think?
Commend the babes. I'm really feeling it. It's a great game from Cherryboy Games. They always deliver the good stuff.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, who do you like more so far, Shinjin or Kenshin? I think they're both great waifus so far. And I kind of want to know what happened to Yui. But she just ran away. I wonder if she'll even show up again. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, please like below. And if there's any other games you'd like me to play or just want to talk, please comment down. Or just want to talk, please comment down below as well. If you like this, want to see more, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That'd be epically appreciated of you guys. Yeah. And as always, my name is Cherryboy, and my goal is to make you guys smile. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. See ya.
What shall happen next? Where did Yui go? What will Shinjin and Kenshin do now that they're in modern times? Find out next time on Commander Babes. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
What will happen next time? Will Kenshin and Shinjin, the Sengoku period generals, get used to modern times? What happened to Yui? What will ever happen? Will the Dean find out about his face? Find out next time on Commander Babes. Yeah.